What's up, everybody? It's the Swinging Bull here, joined by Mr. SLP, and this is a little market recap we do every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And how you doing today, Lee?
Man, I'm doing good. Thank you for letting me accompany you on this show today, man.
Yeah,
how are you doing? That's the most important thing here.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Normally, LilyStar joins me on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. She had a prior obligation. So Mr. Stock Lock Profits was nice enough to fill in for Lily and join me in this stream. Things are going good overall. I know the market's not doing too good. If you're looking at my screen here, the heat map is just blasting my face red right now.
Yeah, that's why I got these glasses on. They keep the bright light from my eyes.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, lots of bright red out there. Of course, when I said, things are going good, what I mean by that is we've been playing the downside. So even though the market's pretty bright red, we had some, you actually, Mr. Stock Lock Profits, you had some excellent short alerts.
Don't make me blush, man. Don't make me blush with those, because we just put out that SPY put. All you need is one good play at the beginning of the day. Oh, that's it, man. I loaded those SPY puts, I think like 30 minutes into market open, and just rode that down all the way through the day.
Yeah, I mean,
300%, man. 300% profit.
Ended up being 300%. That's right. Yeah, I got the SPY actually, this is coin. Let me go to SPY real quick.
Yeah, let's look at that SPY. Look at that.
Look at this. Look at this 5 minute
chart. What a trap
here. Yeah, no kidding. Right at market open. I'm assuming a lot of people probably bought calls. And what ended up happening is definitely a bull trap and a half here. And you, which was wonderful, ended up alerting some SPY puts. I'm not sure if you kind of saw the bull trap kind of happening, because it was funny. We get this big bullish candle, this 5 minute candle, right after market open. And if you notice the next 5 minute candles, the next four of them, really small doji candles, right? So what's that tell us? Well, we're not going to be solely going off of this first bullish candle. And what happens is we get these four smaller candles here, and definitely indecision, right? So you ended up 30. You were right. 30 minutes into open, you alerted those SPY puts, and
I mean, you got to look at it. You kind of, the first 30 minutes, you got to just kind of sit back and just watch, right, and kind of see what direction we're going to go in. And we just started to break down after that 10 o'clock hit. We start to see those sellers hit that tape and start just selling. And I mean, it was extreme at one point, just non-stop selling, hitting that tape. And just there was no recovery, nowhere to be found in that chart today.
No, not at all. I mean, even if we just went by the 5 minute, there wasn't really a time throughout the whole day that the price action got back to this green 20 moving average here. It just never could get back above that. So downtrended all day. Yeah. Congratulations.
Just follow the trend, my friend. I mean, that's how easy it is. Just sit there, just hit that one alert, just sit in it until it stops you out. If you got stop loss, to protect yourself. If it hits the stop loss, that's there to protect you. But if it doesn't, you're just going to ride that play all the way through the day and just trim your position. And I mean, it was a day trade, but I mean, I got Friday's expiration, so we may see more downside tomorrow.
Yeah, we definitely could.
I mean, we broke the trend line for sure on the hourly chart. There was a nice uptrend, and we broke that today.
Yep, look at this right here. So we I could just kind of use my cursor here with this was the uptrend. This was the uptrend here, and then today opened up, and it just wasn't having it anymore. Total sell-off. I mean, look at these 1 hour candles. There wasn't even one green. There wasn't even one green 1 hour candle, except for the opening.
If you zoom out, man. Have a look at it zoomed out. I mean, look at the charts and just see that sell today. Just zoom in a little bit more, but see that non-stop selling. It was just non-stop red candles, and look at the volume down there. That speaks right there. That just non-stop. It was heavy at one point. There was heavy selling.
Sellers were definitely right there. Yeah, I mean, sellers were definitely in control today. Even picked.
What do you think's going to happen, man? What are you
I'm
what are
hoping.
you
I'm
predicting?
hoping.
What are you
I'm really hoping we get a green day tomorrow. The one
okay?
thing I am looking at is this gap right here where we gapped up on June 24th. Yeah, I can just keep this hourly chart pulled up here. We got a gap here on the hourly chart. I mean, SPY could come down to 375 tomorrow if it wants to fill that gap. If it doesn't, I mean, it looks like it's trying to find a bottom right now. You know, maybe this 380 level that it hit the low here. I think that was right when the bell rang, just about an hour ago. Hits this 380 level. Maybe this was you know, the bottom for a short time period. We'll see tomorrow. I'm definitely hoping for a green day tomorrow. I did open up a coin put credit spread, and if we do have a green day tomorrow, I should be able to take profit on that and then just get out of the position. It expires on Friday, so it's not really a lot of time on it anyway. So obviously not holding that one for long. Looking at the one thing I do like to go over, we already talked about the heat map. I mean, just look at this. I mean, we got one green guy here, Qualcomm. They were up 3%, but everyone else in semiconductors was super red there. And of course, we got the big heavy hitter companies were all red: Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Tesla. I mean,
Yep.
huge companies, bloody red.
We have the energy sector, my friend. Look at that bright green energy sector.
Look at this. You know, I wish I would have dumped more money into energy at the beginning of this year, but obviously can't change the past here. So, but bright red block of the energy sector right here, just leading the market on a down day, and that's usually what we see. You know, when the market's down overall, lots of money flies to the energy sector. And that actually reflects on the sector information. Every single sector was in the red, with the exception of energy, up 2.7% there. And consumer discretionary down at the bottom, minus 4% on that sector. So that took quite a hit today. If any of these sectors are close to 4 or 5% down in one day, that's a huge hit to the sector. And the whole sector down 4%. I mean, that's just that's incredible as far as it being pretty bad. Also, wanted to remind everyone on the economic calendar, we do have a very important day on Thursday, which is going to be the PCE inflation numbers. Okay, they're going to give the monthly numbers year over year and that kind of thing. And then also the initial jobless claims also comes out 8:30 in the morning on Thursday. So we'll be watching. I'm assuming there's going to be quite a bit of volatility on Thursday due to these numbers that are going to be released. So I always like to look at that, see what we're up against.
I think we have Powell speaking tomorrow somewhere.
We do. Let's see here.
9 o'clock, is that?
9 a.m. Yep, here it is here. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Okay, he's going to be speaking tomorrow, and it's at the ECB conference.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
European.
Yeah.
Looks like the Bank of England president. Yeah. So there's going to be some. It's going to be a lot of maybe some volatility around what he says there again.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, man, these CPI numbers are rolling around super fast. Is it CPI you said? And
PCE.
they're just PCE. Okay, these numbers are rolling around super fast. I feel like we don't get a break. Keep on getting smashed at us, right? So it's just the market tries to recover. We get smashed with some more news. So that will definitely be an interesting day.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows what PCE inflation is, that's the Personal Consumption Expenditures Report. Okay, so those are the numbers, inflation numbers we're going to be hearing tomorrow. Good call out. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to hear that on Thursday, and then Powell speaks Wednesday. So good call out on there, Lee. So Wednesday, so tomorrow and Thursday could be volatile days. Could be lots of chop in the market. So be careful. Depending on what positions you're in. I think LT had some questions on YouTube here.
Let's take a look.
Yeah. So Tesla went under 700. Let's take a look
That
at
is
Tesla.
correct. You're not lying. That is correct.
Let's take a look at Tesla. Yeah, it's sitting at 690, well, close
made
697.99 for the day.
made a new
696.
low after hours. Yep, made a
Yeah,
new low 693.
look at that hourly chart. That's just destruction right
Nasty.
there. Yeah, I mean, and same thing. Little fake out play here in the morning, right? Little bull trap spiked all the way up to over to 750. I bet people were buying calls there, and then all of a sudden, selling pressure stepped in. Look at the
There's
size of that
people that wish they never were buying calls there. That's for sure.
market. Yeah,
Well,
I know exactly.
but I don't think there was ever, I think there was one or two plays in our Discord that we played some of the pops on the call side. Really wasn't
Yeah,
worth it though. There was maybe some good 10, 15, 20% pops on the call side.
yeah, we
But
got a little
really,
pop here.
it's just today was a day that you just wait for a pop and then you buy puts on that pop, and that's
Exactly.
kind of the best play of the day in any of the stocks. I mean, Tesla,
Yeah,
Amazon, you got Carvana. All of these dropped huge, 10, 15%. AMD dropped 6%. I mean, there was some big days and some big rough days. And it's amazing that we see like 6 to 10% drop in one day, and then it takes us like 5 days to go up that 10%, on the upside. So we can definitely lose all that gain in one day,
yeah,
and that's how
absolutely.
volatile the market is.
Well, it's like a stair step up and then an elevator ride down.
Yeah, that's
It's
that's
like
that's a prime example right there. That's what it is.
yeah, and kind of to go back to what you're saying on how we play during a downtrend day. This, of course, trended down the whole day. Is to kind of brush up on what you were saying earlier. Is a good way to play this, and even on we could just do it on the 1 minute chart. We got the EMAs pulled up here. EMA 9 is the blue line, the green is the 20, and this yellow one is the 50. An easy way to play these trend days is just what you were saying earlier, Lee, is wait for the price to come back up to this 50 EMA, and then that's where you're going to enter your puts. And
Wait for
you
that
could have done this
rejection.
all day. Yeah, wait for the
Yep.
rejection on the 50 because that's what I see a lot, especially on trend days. You could literally just have the 50 moving, the 50 EMA pulled up on the 1 minute, and on the trend days, especially downtrend days, wait for a pullback to the 50, and then you could buy a put, play it to the downside, take profit. Then as soon as it comes back up to the 50, you could get back into puts. Again, we have another little run play here we could have took on puts. And that's basically how you played the down days, you guys. And you'll
Yep.
see a handful of opportunities. It's not going to happen 10 times in a day. I mean, it could, I guess, but usually, you'll get the opportunity for at least two, maybe three of these types of plays. And it's all it is. Keep it simple. All it is a pullback to the 50 on a downtrending day, pullback to the 50, you enter puts and play it. And you can probably do that once or twice during the day for some nice gains there. But that's how you play the downtrend days. And you could do that on an uptrend day as well. Same strategy works on an uptrend day. I kind of go back in time here and see if we can get an uptrend day. And yeah, I mean, we get like a really solid uptrend day. I mean, I was even thinking like probably here, June 21st. If I go back to the 1 minute, I hate how Webull does that. You have to scroll back. Let's see here. That day was kind of choppy a little bit. Looking for a trend day. I mean, yeah, here's a good example. So here's a good trend day on the SPY. Now this is trending up, and same strategy. We ultimately trended up. Pull back to the 50, buy your call options, take profit as we go up. You could take a little bit more risk and maybe buy call options when the price gets below the 20. You can maybe enter there, maybe save enough cash in case it does go back to the 50. But then again, right here, we had a hit on the 50, could have entered calls there. And this is the Tesla chart. So the Tesla's 730, when it pulled back to the 50, we could enter calls and take it all the way up to 736, 737, $7 move on Tesla. I mean, you could have easy gains there on an option call. So some good little tidbits there. What else you been watching today, Lee?
Nothing. Yeah, I just been man. I just woke up from a nap. What are you talking about? No, I've been good. What I mean, seriously, I just been playing the ones that have the most volume. We played EVFM for a pop in the morning.
Oh
We
yeah,
played AGRX. These are very popular stocks, just based on the whole Supreme Court ruling on Friday. So these
right.
stocks are related to that. And we just been having some fun with those.
Yeah,
And I've just been day trading most of the time.
yeah.
And SPY. I mean, I put out SPY. I had Neo puts overnight that printed a good 40-50%. And I've been trying to become like Jackal, right? Because Jackal over here is playing the SPX, he's playing the futures, and he's making, I think, today's maximum gain for Jackal, and it's his birthday, so happy birthday to him.
Oh, happy birthday,
His
Jack.
maximum gain, and he's probably going to remember this, was 1,000% today on those put side. So
Wow.
that was amazing. I think he
Yeah, what
played
a
it
play.
from like $3 a contract up to like 36 or $40. It was insane.
Wow.
And he's going to remember this birthday. I hope he does.
What a day.
Um,
What a day.
yeah, yeah. Today, I mean, that's what I was going to ask you. What do you do on a day like this, Ball, yourself? And what do you like? How do you plan for the next day or the next couple of days after seeing such a big red day?
How I play a day like today is basically like how you play them. I day trade a lot. I'm in and out. I'm not hoping and praying. So, you could compare this to maybe scalping. I like scalping on days like today, constantly buying and selling puts, especially on a day like today that was a downtrend day. So, you know, days like today when we're super red, I'm usually scalping most of the time. Unless I, get into a put option like you did 30 minutes after open and ride that bad boy for 300%, then that could be the only trade I do for the day, right?
I mean,
You
that's
don't,
it.
that's it. I
That's
mean,
that's all you have to do, man. Just one
you,
trade, and when you find that direction, you just play into that trend. And
yep.
sometimes you can play out all day long, and that's all you have to play. Just one play for 300 or 200%, however your plan is. However your trading plan is. If it's trimming it along the way, that's fine.
Hmm.
But yeah, you can just find one play, and I think you're telling me I know what I'm doing and I bought those puts, but also I feel like you could have picked any of the larger cap stocks and done the same thing. You could have
Yeah.
just played puts and played that run on the downside, like
Yeah.
Tesla, like you say. I think
Hmm.
Amazon was down. You say 4%. I think 5% today.
5%. Wow.
Um,
Yep.
yeah. So
All the charts look the same.
yeah, they all look the
Yep.
same, right? So
Yeah.
and they're all. I mean, SPY's going off of these because they're heavily weighted.
Hmm.
Amazon for sure. So yeah, I think you would have picked any of these stocks, you would have done just perfect, just
Yeah.
dandy.
So you got a better percentage that you're going to win a play because it's not just one stock doing this. You got multiple stocks, so kind of just pick one, right?
Yeah, that's
Especially on a
it.
day like today. So
Yep.
tomorrow's going to be interesting. We just talked about Powell's going to be speaking in the morning with the like the Bank of England people or the European banking and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how the market reacts to that, depending on what's said during that meeting. I'm really shooting for a green day tomorrow, and it's not because I have a put credit spread out there. I really do want a green day tomorrow. Looking at the daily chart here, I was looking for, I knew, once I figured out, okay, today was definitely a downtrend day, looking for a retracement of this green candle here that we had on June 24th, which was last Friday. We definitely retraced it and kind of a little bit more. So that's a little bit scary there that we retraced a little bit lower than this daily candle from Friday. We'll see if the buyers step in tomorrow morning, and who knows? Maybe Powell, maybe the meeting with Powell with the European banking, maybe it ends up being a great meeting as far as guidance and stuff like that. And who knows? Maybe we rebound great tomorrow. But we do have quite a bit of a bearish candle that formed today. No wick on the bottom, wick on the top. That's just a straight selling pressure daily candle right there that formed today. So we very well could be red tomorrow.
I wonder if anyone knows what kind of candlestick pattern that is, because there is actual candlestick pattern, those two red candles there.
Right.
And I wonder if anyone knows what they're called in here, even in our Discord or in YouTube. I wonder if anyone knows.
Yeah, we can.
Do you know what it is?
I mean, there's different, terminologies for this, I guess.
Okay.
Me personally, I would just call this like a big body bearish candle. I mean, I know we got a wick on the top, but I guess the technical term would be a Mirabuzu candle, somewhat. Now
Yeah,
this green one,
I kind of see it as like an evening star kind of pattern
could be.
formation.
Yep.
Right there, you got a green, you got that big green candle on the left, you got this indecisive candle in the middle, and then down on that big red body candle right there. So if you look at evening star pattern candle pattern, that's what you're gonna see. Something very similar to that, and that's a very bearish trend.
Yeah, very bearish. And the cat of PB in Discord, he says it kind of looks like bearish engulfing, which he's kind of right. I mean, the only reason why it wouldn't be bearish engulfing is because though that would be the most recent previous candle, but you could look at it as a 3-day engulfing candle. This candle, if you include the top wick and the bottom, is totally engulfing this candle from last Friday. So it could be like a multi-day bearish engulfing candle, so to speak. There's different points of views to look at this, but I like the evening star comparison that you made, Lee, and definitely a bearish candlestick there.
Oh, for sure, it's a bearish pattern, yeah, for sure. And I honestly think it probably retests. I mean, you want to be bullish, and I hope that it is. But if you look at the chart, I think this could come down to retest probably like 377. Like you say, Phil, there is a gap right there.
Yeah, right here.
There's a gap right there. And we know that SPY loves to fill gaps, right? So I feel like we could see that gap fill there, and then potentially there's more gaps to the downside. So I hope we don't fall down and make a new low. I hope that we just fill this gap here and start moving up again. It just really depends on the overall news, right? I feel like it's any news that comes out just affects us that day. So I hope we don't find a new low. Otherwise we could see the 350s, but I'm a little bit more hopeful on that we don't come down there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if we do end up just going into another multi-day sell-off, and we do get back down to this 362 low that we hit a week or so ago, I can absolutely see 350s inbound for sure.
Good.
And we got to keep our eye on that. And like you said,
and you know what I was saying also, it's I believe I read someone saying, I don't know where it was, in another chat room somewhere, they were saying that they got into SPY puts 1 day too early. Right. And that is also something too, because they got those expiration on Monday and sometimes it's all planned, right? It's all planned to make those worthless, and then the next day they start to bring it down. So there's always plans. There is a lot of planning in these option trading, I believe. And yesterday it was just kind of a sideways day, made those worthless on that Monday expiration, and then today, they just loaded up on the put side. And I just couldn't believe the sell-off. But I'm hopeful. I feel like the next couple of days we may hold up.
Yeah, I mean, assuming this 380.41, maybe that's our short-term bottom. So that's the level we'll be looking at tomorrow, assuming we don't gap down or something, because Powell is speaking at 9 before the bell. Depending on what he says, that there could be some pre-market selling there. But this is the levels I'll be. If we can't hold this level there, unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit brutal out there tomorrow, I think. If we can hold this level and the meeting with Powell goes good, looking at 383 next, 385, 386, 388, those would be some levels to maybe rebound after today's little sell-off there.
is there any other stocks that you're looking forward to tomorrow to play? Maybe. I mean, I know that you're a lover of like Ford, right? So I wonder if like any of these that you're looking into going into tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I do like adding to leap positions when we do have a super red day, which we had today. And even looking at Ford, I mean, Ford was down almost 2% today. And looking at the bigger picture here, yeah, I already got some channels here. Ideally, for me to add to my leap, I'd probably wait for the price to get to the bottom of this channel it's been trading in. Maybe add a little bit down there. If Ford does end up breaking out of this channel to the upside and we get a retest, that would be another good place to add, because now we're out of the channel. And now the top trend line of this channel is now going to be support. So if we pop out and get a retest, I could add to a leap there. If we do not get if we do not break out of this channel and Ford ends up going down to the bottom of the channel, I could probably add more to my leap, and then depending on my new average, when the price gets back up to the top of the channel, I could probably just take profit there because my average will be a lot better since I added at the bottom. But yeah, that's my plan for Ford. Couple different scenarios there. Let's see here. What's Walmart been up to? Let's see Walmart. Yeah, I mean, I would assume they're probably, it's another one that's kind of just followed the overall market, right? Looks
Yep, that's it. I mean, once the selling starts, everything starts to sell off, and just a whole domino effect, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's been about 30 minutes. I'm going to get ready for my Penny Boy University Semester 2 class that I teach. Anyone listening on YouTube or in the free Discord, we do offer a 22-class education program on stocks and options, and I actually teach the Semester 2 classes. So I'm going to jump off and get ready for that class. Lee, did you have anything to add before I end the recording here?
No, guys. I would just definitely, if you're new to our Discord or you're trying to find a place for the stock education, come join us, because I mean, Bull is so thorough with teaching, all this education, and it's so much to learn, and that helps you overall become a better trader. So don't miss out on these on the PBU streams, man, because they just if I had that during my time when I was a trader, man,
when
I
you
would
first
not
started,
have lost.
right?
Yeah, when I first started, I wouldn't have lost what I lost when I first started.
Yeah.
So yeah, come join us there, check Bull out and all the rest, and yeah, we'll see you over there.
I appreciate that, Lee. Okay, everyone, we'll see you guys. Like I said, we do this market recap every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.
Cheers. Night, guys.